5 days on from the storming of government buildings in Brazil's capital, questions are still being asked. One of those questions that needs answering: how did pro-Bolsonaro supporters gain access to the palace? According to Brazilian President Lula, they had help from the inside.
It is important to say that there were a lot of people who were complicit in this amongst the military police. There were many people from the armed forces who were complicit. I'm convinced that the door to the palace was open to allow these people in, because I did not see that the door was broken. That is, it means that someone facilitated their entry here.
The police force responsible for public security in Brazil's capital did not stop the mob advancing on the building. Riot police dispersed the crowd with tear gas and arrested nearly 2,000 protesters, only after Lula ordered the federal government to intervene in local security. But according to some, that's not the end of the demonstrations.
From now on, I imagine that we will continue to have demonstrations. Bolsonaro is still very popular in Brazil. His ideas remain very popular. But I believe that the security forces, the police and the justice system will be stricter to curb certain actions.
Investigations continue in order to identify those who masterminded and financed those who stormed the government buildings, with more than 50 individuals and 7 companies suspected of having helped to pay for the uprising. In all of this, former President Jair Bolsonaro has attempted to distance himself from the attacks and remains in this residence in Florida, where he's been since the end of 2022. But the former president intends to return to Brazil sooner rather than later, despite the multiple legal investigations he is subject to in his home country.